Tonight, major questions surrounding a city court judge's release of two domestic violence suspects. The decision drawing outrage from the police department and the Monroe County executive.
I'm outraged. It is not the way the system is supposed to work.
Good evening, I'm Matt Malloy. 13 WHAM has been digging for answers as anger grows over the actions of City Court Judge Van White, who has recently set two suspects free. We learned today one is accused of injuring a Rochester police officer. Police say the 40-year-old man refused multiple orders to comply during his arrest on Traer Street, injuring that officer. The department says he was then released by Judge Van White on non-monetary conditions. We're learning more as well about why the man accused in a separate case was also released on non-monetary conditions by Judge White. Those conditions included a GPS monitor, which probation says he violated multiple times. 13 WHAM's Carly Miner has been tracking this story from the start. She joins us now with the update tonight. Carly, good evening.
Good evening, Matt. Yeah, the recent rulings made by Rochester City Court Judge Van White in cases of suspected domestic violence has caused outrage throughout the community, from law enforcement to the county executive.
To me, is a miscarriage of justice and is letting the survivors of domestic violence down.
Monroe County Executive Bello says he is beyond frustrated after Rochester City Court Judge Van White made multiple rulings to release suspected offenders of domestic violence back into the community.
There's the law that does constrain judicial action and what happens in the judicial system. But there is discretion on judges to do different rulings. And right now, there is a judge that has ruled numerous times, including again this morning, to allow somebody to go back out when they could have had bail placed on them. There could have been other conditions set on a release that weren't set.
Last Thursday, Judge White made a ruling in the case of 19-year-old Andre Smith, who was accused of shooting at a home in which his ex-girlfriend was inside. At Smith's arraignment, the Monroe County District Attorney's Office recommended bail be set at $25,000 cash, but Judge White released him on non-monetary conditions.
The defendant was released to electronic home monitoring with a GPS unit. He was given the condition that he was allowed to complete his DoorDash job. Very soon after he was released, our officers recognized that he did not have an operable phone, so he was unable to fulfill the DoorDash obligation. So he was on electronic home monitoring, which is home confinement. He had several violations to that home confinement.
Yesterday was the preliminary hearing. That needs to happen within 120 hours of being arrested, or if it lands on a Saturday or Sunday, 144 hours. And the preliminary hearing strictly determines custody status for the pendency of the case. So if two things could need to happen at the preliminary hearing, either the district attorney needs to move forward with the preliminary hearing, or they can produce an indictment. If neither of those happen and the district attorney chooses not to move forward with the preliminary hearing, pursuant to CPL 180.80, the defendant needs to be released on his own recognizance.
Bello says domestic violence reports in Rochester are 2.5 times the state average.
We've been seeing an increase in the number of domestic violence-related homicides. So this is a crisis for survivors in our community, and to see a judge in our community just letting people back out when there is discretion to apply bail to these cases and do things.
And Smith is due back in court next week. Anyone experiencing domestic violence or know someone who is can call the Willow Domestic Violence Center's 24/7-hour hotline. That number is 222-SAFE or 222-7233. Matt?